I have found myself in a position where I am not making any progress, looking at my friends and my peers thriving in their lives, while mine is still stagnant and nothing seems to be working out, and the job I do is draining me and very unsatisfying. I asked myself, what was I really meant to be doing in this life? If you have ever asked yourself that same question, this video is for you. My name is Victor, and this is Victor's Perspective. I am not a life coach. I am not someone who has it all figured out. I am just a guy who got tired of pretending things were fine when they weren't and decided to actually do something about it. This channel is where I document that process in real time, no filters, and no pretending I have all the answers. Let me take you back a bit. I am 28 years old right now. I am a painter. I paint houses. It doesn't pay much, and if I'm honest, it was never something I saw myself doing long term. It is not a job I expect to raise a family with. But here's the thing. I knew that a long time ago. I even remember telling my parents when I was still a kid that I would never be employed. I did not have the words for it back then, but something in me already knew I wasn't built for the version of life everyone expected me to live. And for a while, I ignored that. I told myself to be realistic, to just get a job, to stop overthinking it. So I did. And here I am, stuck in a cycle that doesn't feel like mine. A while back, I hit a really rough patch. The kind where you start questioning everything, not just your job, but who you are, what you are doing with your time, whether any of it means anything. I felt lost, not knowing which direction to take, watching people around me move forward while I felt like I was standing still, or worse, sliding backward. I am not going to pretend I have solved all that. I have not, but I got tired of staying quiet about it, and I got tired of that cycle repeating itself. I have always admired people who could put their thoughts into words, content creators, YouTubers, people who turned their own confusion into something that helped other people feel less alone. I thought, why not me? I am not a professional, I am not polished in any way, but I have something maybe more useful than polish. I have skills. I can draw, I can sketch, I do graphics design, I am doing video editing, and more than that, I have a story that is still being written, which means whatever I share here is very real. Not looking back for some finished, perfect version of myself. So I decided, instead of waiting until I have it all figured out, I would start documenting the figuring out itself. Here is what you can expect from Victor's perspective. First, mental growth. I am a firm believer that the biggest battle any of us will ever fight isn't out there, it's in our own head. Second, self discovery. Figuring out who you actually are underneath who you are told to be. Third, breaking out of the cycle. The job you hate, the bills piling up, repeating routines that so many of us feel trapped in. And the fourth, building a life that is actually yours. And for me, that means freedom, working from anywhere and not being boxed into someone else's definition of success. I am not here to hand you any answers I don't have. I am here to think out loud, share what I am learning, and hopefully, if you are in a similar place, remind you that you are not the only one asking these questions. I want to be clear about something. I am not arrived. I am not sitting here from some mountaintop telling you how to live. I am still in it, still figuring it out. This channel is less like a lecture and more like a journal I'm letting you read, because I think there is something powerful about not being alone in confusion. If I can find a way through this, document it honestly, and it helps even one other person feel less lost, that is the whole point. If anything I said today felt familiar, if you have ever looked at your life and asked, is this really it? Drop a comment and tell me where you are right now. I will definitely read it. Subscribe if you want to follow this journey with me, because it's just getting started. And the next video is going to go even deeper into exactly how I'm trying to break the cycle for good. This is Victor's perspective. Let's figure it out together.